fun was that?
It was beautiful. It was beautiful for these fans, man. I appreciate everybody that came out here in these conditions, and I just pray that everyone gets home safely. All right, please celebrate. All right, but please get home safely.
Jameis, on your touchdown, how close were they to getting you? And what did you see when you got away?
I saw the end zone. I felt great protection, and I just was moving forward, and we found a way to get in there.
Jameis, what's the mindset after the couple of turnovers in the fourth quarter? They take the lead. You guys obviously need to score. Like, what's going through your head at that time?
Well, every time I come up here, I say one play at a time. One play at a time, and that is so important, and we exemplified that it's one play at a time. We stick together, we fight for each other, and we found a way.
So, James, you had talked about you had never played the Steelers before. You had seen stuff on NFL film. So did you find yourself like in the middle of a NFL films game against
Man, it really was amazing. Like, I was just praying on the sideline because that fourth quarter, it really was like it was a whole paradigm shift. Like, we were playing so well offensively, and then bang, bang, back-to-back drives with turnovers, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, this is really an NFL's film moment. The snow starts pouring down. It starts getting like I felt like my feet started getting heavy because I'm squishing through the snow, and man, it was so good, and it was so great to end up getting that win.
James, what are the attributes of the number one receiver?
The attributes of a number one receiver is get open, be able to make plays after the catch. Look at Jerry Jeudy. If you look at Jerry Jeudy and you see the things that he does, he gets open, he runs after the catch, and he fights for the football.
How important is it for you to have a guy that you can trust on money downs the way you had with him tonight?
Man, I got a lot of guys that I can trust. But, man, when you have someone that is very talented and that has a knack for getting open, has a knack when the moment matters most, he makes the play. I'm grateful to be throwing the ball to Jerry Jeudy.
Jameis, 2 touchdowns, great shot. Big night for him. Yeah. Any emotion out of him today?
I don't believe in coincidences. And before this game, I told Nick, I said, I got you today. I know how important this was for him. And we ain't gonna talk about last year. Y'all all know the gig. But I'm so grateful and happy that I was able to see a smile on his face after that sweet victory against his team.
Jameis, for this team going forward, you come off the disappointment, coming out of the bye down 4 days ago. Just what can this do going forward for this team? Maybe over the last 7.
We have to stack it one day at a time. Today, yes, we're gonna celebrate, man. I'm grateful that fans came out and showed out, but we got to see this team in 2 weeks. We have the Denver Broncos on Monday Night Football, another primetime game, and they're playing good. My Alabama boy, Bo Nix, he's showing out. He's playing, But at the same time, man, we're going to celebrate today. We have to focus on being where our feet are, and right now we're going to celebrate this win. We still got some things that we got to clean up. I still got some things I got to clean up. So we're still focusing on building on the positives and eliminating the negatives.
Can you talk a little bit about, Miles went into this game with a big storyline, kind of threw down the gauntlet a little bit to TJ, went out and just had a monster first half. Can you just...
Yeah, you don't want to put a chip on Miles' shoulder, all right? Because he will definitely go off. And, man, I'm just excited. I'm blessed to be a part of a team that has great players, and he is a phenomenal player. And I played with some great players, but, he led the charge, man. He spoke to us in the locker room before the game, and he called on everybody to step up and fight with him. And he really set the tone.
Jameis, how was the footing out there?
Well, man, shout out to the equipment staff for having our screw-ons in. Man, it was good, but it's snow, man. It wasn't the best footing, but this is football, right? This is Cleveland, Ohio. It's snowing, man. This is what you live and you dream and you pray for, to be in an environment like this, man. And, like, you hope for a win, and we got the win. You make snow angels.
The ball slipped out of your hand on the interception.
No, the ball did not slip out of my hand. I missed my target. Elijah made a great route, and I was too far to the right of him.
So, Jameis, in classic football fashion, you got a cracked helmet with like a battery sticking out of it or something. Can you just talk about, what happened there and how were you able to communicate after that on the two-pointer?
Yeah, I love this game, man, because there are so many pieces that go into us going out there and doing our job, and again, like on days like this, obviously, in the comfort of your own seat, you don't realize the people, the equipment staff, the trainers, the media, the people that are doing things behind doors to make our life easier. So I'm so grateful, man, that we got these thermals, we had our screw-ins, we had hand warmers, we had the heated benches. It was amazing. So that shouts out to them.
Your first time singing Jingle Bells after a game?
Well, the only reason I'm singing Jingle Bells because I FaceTimed my wife this morning, and my boys were singing it in the car on the way to school. So they had it stuck in my head. When we first got up here to Cleveland, like on the plane, my boys singing Jingle Bells, Jingle Bells, Jingle Bells because I told them about my first trip in March where it snowed out of the middle of nowhere. I'm getting my physical, and it started snowing. So I told them, hey, Cleveland is a place where it snows. We coming from Tampa and New Orleans. They ain't seen no snow really. Like the only time they seen snow when we were back in Alabama. So they were singing Jingle Bells. So they had me singing Jingle Bells.
James, the irony of a guy from Alabama and a guy from South Florida making some of the biggest plays in the middle of a snowstorm. I mean, just how much
it shows you just the love of football, what the love of football would do, man. You have football bring so many people from different areas, different backgrounds together, and how beautiful is it for us to go out there and execute. I mean, Nick's from Georgia, like we're doing great things, man, and we have to build off this.
How many snow games have you played in?
It's my first one.
This is your first snow.
It's my first snow game.
Steelers, first snow game. Bunch of first.
Yeah.
Good. Thanks, James.
All right, guys. Thank you.